From the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, this is an ITTV special report.
Our next guest provides exceptional internet-enhanced alarm monitoring services for homes and small businesses. In fact, his company's been protecting the Into Tomorrow studios, if you will, for years now. That's why it's always fun to snag him off the show floor as he's running around looking at other new technologies, and invite Chief Technology Officer with NextAlarm.com, Bryan Field-Eliot, to join us. Bryan, welcome back Into Tomorrow. How are you?
I'm doing great, Dave. Thank you for having me back. I think this is my 5th time sitting down with you.
Yes, I think so. Quite the Into Tomorrow veteran now.
Thank you.
And
always appreciate it.
You guys are growing like crazy. 10 years in business, over 100 million alarm signals processed, which means there's a lot of activity and a lot of growth.
Absolutely. Let me just give you a couple of bullet points about that 100 million milestone. These are 100 million security events reported by our customers' alarm systems. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean an emergency.
It not always a burglary, God forbid, or anything.
It could just mean a door or window opening or closing, or they're arming or disarming the system. But we surpassed the 100 million mark just about 3 or 4 months ago. Just to give you an idea of our growth, the entire volume of alarm signals that we processed in 2004, we do that about every week now.
Wow. Now that goes to show how technology makes a difference in things as important as protecting our homes.
Absolutely.
And what's cool about it is that you guys at Next Alarm have been doing this for years, and other companies are just now saying, you know, really we ought to get away from that telephone line thing, or we ought to do more technology in our system so that our customers don't have to worry about anything, and there it is. You've been doing it already. It's like imitation, the best form of flattery, right?
That's right. We've been doing it for 5 years now as far as our broadband-specific service offering. It's called VoIP Alarm, and it's a simple adapter that any alarm panel you can add to your existing security system, and you can take it off of your plain old telephone line and put it on your broadband. We'll monitor it over broadband. We're coming out, that's been on the market for 5 years now, but we're coming out very shortly with a Wi-Fi version of it.
Oh, really?
So instead of, if your security system is not near your home router, or it's difficult to run an Ethernet cable, we have a Wi-Fi version coming out very soon.
Excellent. And of course, a good solid connection is what counts there, but once you have it, all things are reported literally instantly, as opposed to waiting for a dialer to dial a central station and that kind of thing.
That's right. And that's where that 100 million figure comes from. It's all of our customers picking up this technology and using it.
Now, one of the cool things you guys do at Next Alarm is also providing cameras. And as alarm events happening, and it could simply be an open and a close, arm, disarm, that sort of thing, it takes a picture or I can see live video.
That's
I'm loving that. There's also now the capability of doing it on iPads, for example?
Correct. So we just released an upgrade to the iPhone application. Now it runs very well on the iPad. It's very comfortable to hold in your hand and look at up to 16 cameras in your alarm system. I'm not sure how many you have in your studio.
Two.
You don't have to reveal.
Yeah. Well, as part of the Next Alarm system, too. I've got a whole bunch of others that we demonstrate that are not part of the alarm system. I wish they were, but we'll talk about that.
Sure.
But the fact is that what's neat about that is that you can, up to 16 cameras, you can get a pretty good view of all the important areas of your house.
That's right. And you can look at it live in real time. You can look at recorded video, and we record constantly if you choose that service plan. It's not it's not a requirement. It's optional.
Yeah.
But if the customer wants us to record, we'll record everything. You can go back to any point in time up to 2 months in the past. And you can also look at your security system and say, well, I want to see the video the last time the front door opened, whenever that was.
So you can really get that specific.
Yes, absolutely. By time or by event in your security system.
Now, I'm liking that idea, and especially the ability for you guys to record, because if you're recording online, it's all part of the broadband service and that kind of thing, then if nothing happens, no big deal. I might just go back and look at an event, but if something happens, I've got it recorded now, and I can go specifically, as you say, to that event.
That's right.
That makes a huge difference. Well, then what are upcoming trends in home and small business security? What is Next Alarm doing next?
Well, I think we're trying to position ourselves for a few different changes we see happening in the industry. Probably the most important one that we see happening very quickly throughout 2011 is the rise of what we call self-monitoring or self-dispatching of your home security system. This is the idea that your security system, instead of going straight to the police, we call you first. And or even in an automated fashion, we might make your mobile phone wake up and just say, your front door is open, what would you like to do? And we make it easy to do things like, if you'd like for us to have an operator call the police for you, we'll do that. But if you would like to call the police yourself, or even if you'd like to call 911, We make it easy for you, even from your cell phone, to call the 911 center in your neighborhood, even if you're on your cell phone, even if you're here in Las Vegas doing a show.
Yeah, and I can call back home to Miami if that's an issue that I need to deal with.
And we make it very easy with one. You get a phone call on your cell phone that says front door open. You might be able to press 1 and then be connected to the 911 operator in your area to say, I think there's a burglar in my house.
And, of course, you're also eliminating the false alarms that many of us get charged for if there's a problem. I haven't had a problem with NextAlarm, thank God. But others, neighbors complain about that all the time.
Correct.
I tell them, well, get with the program.
That's right.
Hit nextalarm.com for more info. You'll see what Bryan and his team are up to, always innovating, always doing things that help to protect our small business and homes, and in many cases, one and the same.
That's right.
And we appreciate it. Keep up the good work and, of course, using technology.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
Our pleasure. Nextalarm.com. IntoTomorrow.com as well for more info, links to all of our guests, videos, highlights, digital shots, all kinds of cool stuff at IntoTomorrow.com.